Big shout out to all of our ZJs, by the way. Big hard work from Dez and all the others who you'll see ZJ in their names. So I just want to recognize all of their hard work.
Woohoo.
Yes. All right, we're gonna roll right in, everyone. Let's get a little thing going here. Let's see how everyone's feeling right now. Let's keep this energy rolling in. When I say PT, you say W. PT.
W.
W.
I say PT, you say W.
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 Nice.
W.
Nice.
W.
When I say performing, you say the world. Performing.
The world.
Performing.
The world.
Performing.
The world.
Right. I hope we are warmed up. I hope you've had your first or fourth cup of coffee. I hope you have your tea, your wine, or whatever it is there, because we are rolling right in. Yes. Now, over the last couple of Performing the World, we've had the absolute pleasure of hosting such an amazing organization in Playing for Change. They are continuing the amazing work they are doing globally, and they are coming right back with us this year to continue sharing their amazing work. Bringing to the Zoom stage, day one, Performing the World, our first session after our opening session, Playing for the World, Michael Sample. Hey, Michael.
Hello. How is everyone?
Good.
Good. I am admittedly not normal for me, but on my fourth cup of coffee because I just came in from a red eye. So I'm wired to stay up for you all. I'm so happy to be here. Thanks for having us. So am I good
Where
to
are
just
you
take
now?
it away? I'm currently in Morocco. I'm in Casablanca. I just came in from where was I last? I was just in Rwanda. You'll learn why, but I'm in a production trip right now, so bouncing around a good amount, and time zones adjustments is a thing. But it's great to be here. We're grateful again. So is it okay just to jump right in?
Yes, it is, Mike.
Thanks.
Yes,
All
absolutely.
right, and let me do so right now. Okay.
And everything frozen.
Everything good, Michael?
Frozen.
Mm,
I think he's frozen.
yes. Okay. While Michael is getting that together, let's continue to build with each other over these next 4 days. Can we put some words into the chat where what you're anticipating over the next 4 days, the feeling that you're getting over the next 4 days, or that you have thus far? Can we just throw some emotions, words into the chat? Hope, connection, energy. Enthusiasm. Connecting to the rhizome. Very, very connected to all, connecting with community, inspiration, flow. Hope, power.
Who is it? Who is it? Yeah, but who?
It is performing the world. That's who it is. Thank you, everyone, for the quick patience. Michael is getting back on Zoom right now.
Baxter.
Jan, put yourself on mute.
In the interim while Michael is getting situated, we're going to play some things from their website. Videos that they've arranged for us. We're going to play Stand By Me, and thank you everyone for your patience while Michael is trying to log back on. And Michael is back on. Hey, Michael, is everything good?
Yes, can you hear me and see me now?
Yes, we can.
Okay, my computer decided to shut down, so
I have your slideshow
sorry.
here, Michael. So if you want to talk while I play the slideshow for you, I can do that also.
Let me try it one more time. Here we go. And then if we have problems, we can do that. Sorry about that. Take two. Are you seeing my presentation now?
Not,
Black screen.
it's a black screen, Michael.
You don't see the Playing for Change Foundation logo.
No,
We saw that first.
We did
Saw
for
it
a minute.
I saw that first. Not anymore. Would you like to play for me to play it on my end?
Sure, we can try that.
Okay. So you could just cue me, Michael, to move on to the next slide.
I think it's just oh, there we go.
All right. Okay, Michael.
Great. Well, I'm here. Let's try this again. Take two. So grateful to be here representing the Playing for Change Foundation with you all. I'm relatively new to the foundation as far as my work with them, but I've been a fan and admirer of their work for many years, and have done some projects with them over the years, and have had the privilege and honor the last couple of years in working on this project that we're presenting today. So we're grateful to be here, and we can go ahead and move to the next slide. For those of you who maybe are new to the Playing for Change Foundation, it started back in 2001. A musician named Mark Johnson had this wonderful idea to start recording street performers and have them listen to the recordings of other street performers in different parts of the country and then the world. There was quite a viral sensation of the song Stand By Me, that I think has over 200,000 million views at this point. And so it's made its way around the world. I think people are drawn to this idea that music exists all over this beautiful planet, and it connects us, and it's wonderful to celebrate that. So out of that concept, the Playing for Change band was formed. They're still touring. They're still doing great work. You can check them out at playingforchange.com. And then back in 2001, Mark and his friend Whitney were having coffee and discussed this idea of a foundation to start music education programs with this very similar concept of connecting people through music. That was back in 2001. You can see on the slide right now, it's grown quite a bit over the years. We have over 38 programs now in over 27 different countries and territories, 130 plus locations. So you can see the numbers there. It has continued to grow, and it's continuing to grow. And we're very grateful for that. Yes, I see in the chat, music indeed is the universal language, and so is service, and so is love. And that's really what this foundation is about, is using music as a tool for social change and for service and making this world a better place. You can go ahead and move to the next slide. So some of the core values of Playing for Change Foundation, I think, are important to highlight before we jump into the project we're talking about today. Obviously, we've hit on the concept of music being at the central focus, that music and creative expression, whether that's music education, whether that's bringing the community together through performing arts, whether that be music preservation or cultural preservation. Music truly is the through line through all of our programs. But what's really neat is it's not just music that Playing for Change Foundation is involved in. We're very much focused on social impact. And again, as the name says, playing and creating music, but creating programs also for change. So if you go on our website, you'll see a great deal of social impact areas such as gender equity or poverty or gang reduction. There's all kinds of different social impact areas that Playing for Change is trying to work with local communities to bring about positive change. And music, of course, is a part of that, but not the only part of that. Included in that is emergency response when things happen around the world, as we see is happening all the time in the news. Playing for Change wants to meet those needs with rapid responses and helping with resources on the ground. We'll hear from our team in Brazil, who's here with us today, who had a beautiful example of that with flooding that happened in their area of the country, and we were able to work with them, and they were amazing leaders to help meet the needs of their community. And lastly, this idea of coalition, as like I said, I'm newer to Playing for Change, and as I've had this beautiful opportunity to get to know the programs around the world in an intimate way by being there. What's really incredible is that every program truly is unique. This is not a cookie cutter franchise situation where we're saying this is the way you should do a program. It really is built on a model of asking questions, of listening, of identifying leaders in these different cultures and these different communities, and empowering them and working with them to find a coalition in their area of nonprofits and governments and also internationally, so that we can work together and create something special and unique that is meeting the special and unique needs of each location. So I think it's a really beautiful approach. And it's interesting because even though it's a large entity and the vastness in which we're reaching, it still has this very grassroots feel, because it's about people and it's about connecting people and building those relationships and seeing how we can truly work together to bring about change. So it's an honor to share that with you today. Go check us out at playingforchange.org, and you'll learn all about all of the programs. You can go ahead and go to the next slide. So my name is Michael Sample. I'm the producing artistic director of Voices for Change, which is the name of our global choir. This is the initiative we're talking about today. But I am not alone today. I'm so grateful that 5 of our programs have joined us today. So as I say their name, if you're able to just highlight them so that they can be seen, we're going to have a chance to actually hear from them directly about the incredible work that they're doing, because much better from their mouth than mine. But this is just a moment to say hello to them and see them on screen. So if we could pull up Victor in the Salam music program. Victor, maybe, and everyone in Victor's screen, if you can wave so we can see you. There they are. Oh, it's good to see you, Victor.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, great to see you.
Hello.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm sending.
Hello.
Oh, great. We'll have to teach this actually to everyone in the Zoom room. It's a thing that we do throughout our choir. As you know, some of you, this is American Sign Language for love, or I love you. So we send love to each other in our rehearsals when we're doing our work. So we'll all send love to Victor and the team in Bidi Bidi. Thank you for being here with us.
Thank you.
Victor, could you teach, just for fun, could you teach us a greeting from Bidi Bidi up in northern Uganda or in South Sudan? What do you say to say hello? Oh.
just say Taparana.
Taparana.
Tapamara.
There we go. We can all try it.
Camera.
Thank you, Victor. We're sending you love. Thanks for being here with us. We'll come back to Victor and the choir in just a second. Oh, it's great to see you guys. So we'll move next to Robert and the team in Kigali, Rwanda from Ubuntu Music Program. Let's see if we can find Robert and his team. Hey!
Hi.
Good to see you all. Awesome. And Robert, so in Rwanda, they speak Kinyarwanda. How would we say hello? So we can say hello back to you. Could you teach us? Unmute yourself, Robert. Oh,
Still
I
muted.
think, yeah, might be a bit of a delay. Great. Well, we're happy. Robert, can you hear us now?
Yeah.
Robert, can you teach all of our friends how to say hello in Kinyarwanda?
Hello means mulaho in Kinyarwanda.
Ulaho.
Malaho.
Malaho.
Yeah.
Malaho.
We can see from your faces that we're not saying it right.
Sandy, welcome to my life. We get great joy of them just laughing at me butchering all of the language. So it's great to see you guys, Robert, Victor. Let's move on to, let's see if we can find Instituto in Curitiba, Brazil.
Hello. Wow.
Can you find them? Looks like we found them. Hey!
Hello, everyone.
Hello, Colby. Hello, Virginia. It's great to see you. So we have Instituto coming from the south part of Brazil, Curitiba. Colby or Virginia, how do we say hello in Portuguese?
Portuguese. You can say hola.
Hola.
Or oi. Hola.
Linguagem da comunidade não dá.
It's great to see you all. Oh, my heart's just bursting right now having you all in the same spot. Okay, let's see who else we have next. Do we have Soundspace with us? Soundspace from Mumbai, India. Vishala.
Hello.
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 Vishala,
Namaste,
you guys might.
Inshallah.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Is Kamakshi is here as well, maybe?
Namaste.
Yes. So I'm right here. Hi.
Okay, great. I don't know if we're spot. So it's for everyone in the Zoom room. This is it's past 9 o'clock in India right now. So for our Asian friends, we're grateful that you're staying up. The students, however, are all have gone to bed. So thanks for being with us.
Yeah.
Sat
We're
Shri
excited to be
Akal.
here. Wouldn't miss an opportunity to see everybody.
Yay. Okay, great. And then staying in Asia, I believe we have Kishan with us from Nepal. Kishan, are you there? Let's see if we can find Kishan.
Hello, everybody. Namaste.
Let's see if we can get him spotlit.
What's the name again? Say that one more time, Michael.
Kishan, Kishan. Kishan.
There
Do
you
you
go.
guys see me or not?
Yes.
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 That's
There we go. Now we see you. As well, it's late for Kishan, so the kids are not with us, but Kishan, how do we say hello in Nepal?
We say namaste. Again.
Namaste. Yes.
Namaste.
Okay, am I missing anyone? We have Rwanda, Uganda, we have Brazil, we have India, and we have representation from Nepal. I believe this is all of our team that's going to be with us here today. This is just a portion of many, many people who have been involved in this project and this global choir. They're all beaming into us from different parts of the world, different time zones right now. And honestly, this is really special because it's the first time this particular group has all been together. So choir get to meet each other right now. They've done creative collaborations, but being all in the same Zoom room. So we're grateful for performing the world, because you're giving us an opportunity to be together today and celebrate the community that we have. So great. Let's all send love, my dear choir members, to our friends. We'll send love to each other. Yay. Good. Awesome. So we're going to come back to each of these programs so you get a chance to hear from them of the great work that they're doing in their part of the world. I'm just going to continue to share a little bit about the choir, how it got started, and we'll tune back into you soon. Okay, so stick around, friends from Voices for Change. And Des, if we can, yep, we're opening back up the fantastic. That was fun. So you get a little taste of my life right now. It's just truly beautiful to see the love around the world and just the incredible people that we have that are doing incredible things. I can't wait to pass the mic back over to them. Go ahead and move forward to the next slide, if you would. So Voices for Change is the name of our global choir. It's a new initiative of Playing for Change Foundation, where we're working with vocal programs as well as instrumental programs in the different parts of our network. And we are creating music together, and we're sharing important messages of change into the world. You can go ahead and move to the next slide. Just a little bit about how it got started. Oh, sorry, we're going to watch a video. I think we can actually save the video for the end. You can just keep going, just to keep moving forward. It's okay.
Okay, that's fine, Michael. So, give me one. Okay.
So this slide says this started in 2020 during the pandemic, which is true, but I would speak from my heart for a moment to say, for me, this started over 20 years ago. I studied choral music in school and was planning to be a choral director with my career. And then as our careers go, there's many different joyous distractions along the way. Got into nonprofit work, arts education, international work. But it was always in my heart, and always something that I hoped to do was to start a global choir. I remember my parents asking me after I was graduating, what are you going to do with this music degree? And I said, I don't know, but it has something to do with the world and something to do with choral music. And it's just a beautiful illustration, if I may take the moment to share it, that we never know when our dreams come to fruition. We have a whole path to get there, but 20 years later, I'm sitting here in this room with you, with the wonderful people you just got to meet, and we're doing just that. So it's a beautiful full circle moment for me. But this particular version of this project started in 2020, where I felt this thing in my heart, if it's time to do that thing that I felt when I was in my 20s. And I called Playing for Change Foundation, and they're just such wonderful collaborators. They said, yes, let's try it. So we gathered 4 countries to start, and we did a pilot. This was all during our Zoom life of the pandemic. And we worked with Nepal, Ghana, Mexico, and the US. You can move to the next slide. So we gathered to basically write a song together, and we asked them, if you could say one thing to the world right now as we go through this global pandemic, what would it be? The next slide is going to be a video of a little bit of a taste of them coming together and introducing each other. It's kind of the same energy as what you just saw.
I'm from Los Angeles. My name is Bruno. I'm from Tijuana, Baja California.
Namaste, I am Angel Shakya. I'm from Patan, Lalitpur, Nepal.
Hi, my name is Salwa. I come from Tamil.
Oh.
Thanks, my heart is full of thanks for love is all around me.
Gracias, gracias, hoy agradezco por
Zubaya, Zubaya,
Hasta la próxima.
So even during a global pandemic, we were connecting with each other in beautiful ways. As you know, that was quite a roller coaster, those years where we didn't know what was happening or what was going to happen, and all the ways were happening at different times for each of the groups in different ways. And it was quite a thing to live through together as we were creating music. The song you heard is a song I've done for many years in the classroom. It's called Thanks, and we would translate it to different languages. So we do different song projects over the 5 months, but we also worked on this one song in particular, answering that question, what would we want to do? What do we want to say to the world right now? And it was interesting because I remember someone asking me when we first started, how on earth are you going to write a song with that many people? You know, normally it's one person, a few collaborators, but we have all of these people and we're going to somehow write one song together. And it was beautiful because as they processed that question, what do you want to say to the world right now? It was 1 week, and I remember the following week they all came back with a phrase in their language that basically was, "This too shall pass. After the storm comes the calm, after the rain comes the rainbow." And everyone had literally this kind of this idea built around this concept of a storm, and it wrote itself. It was just the most beautiful. I'm getting goosebumps right now talking about it. Down to even as we started to write and collaborate, the harmonic structure of the song would overlay on top of each other. So we actually were writing these different languages, these different melodies, but you could put them all literally layered on top of each other, and it was that unified. It was a really special experience. So we finished writing the song together virtually, and eventually the storm did pass enough that we were able to get out into the world and film it. And we did a bit of a pilot, a bit of an experiment that we created a virtual reality choir. So we went around the world with a 360 camera to really capture, a 360 camera captures everything in the space. So not just like a normal, where we're watching like a YouTube video or something like this. It's a 2D screen. You get to put on a virtual reality headset and you're literally in the village, you're in the temple, you're in you know, the beach, on the beach with the kids. So it's really it's a transformative and transportive experience. So the next few slides are just a few clips or a few pictures of our journey around the world as we did that. You can just kind of keep going through these. So this is Gautama Legana. You'll see this is a little video of them performing for the 360 camera. You can see right there. Very fun. You can keep going. So we did some workshops as well in classrooms. We worked with some virtual reality workshops, exploring music education through VR. You can keep going. Next, I believe, is Mexico or Nepal. Nepal, Kathmandu, Nepal. Beautiful locations there in Patan. We would finish the recordings. It was just really special after 5 months of being connected on Zoom to finally be in person and get to have a lot of fun together and share in all the love that we had experienced and what we'd been through together. So it was a very special start to this choir. You can keep going. Tijuana, Mexico.
Uno, dos, tres. ¡Viva México!
It was very joyous to finally be together, as we all know, and to be able to perform live and sing live together. It's challenging to do so on Zoom, so it was a very special trip, a special production trip. You can keep going. I think the last few slides will be Los Angeles. So basically all of these programs we put together in this 360 experience, and we released it on Meta TV. So if you have an Oculus Quest, there's an app called Meta TV. You can go to the next slide. And it's available on there. Oh, we also did a small curriculum pilot using VR with the program in Los Angeles at a place called Inner City Arts in downtown LA. You can keep going. Where kids actually were able to go to these locations and learn through music education, a global music education experience in an immersive way. Keep going. Next. This young girl is actually in Ghana right now, watching the drum circle. It's pretty fun. So all of this, again, was released. It's called The Storm. It currently exists in the metaverse. And it has close to 1 million views. So Meta TV really appreciated it when they saw it and they featured it. So it's gotten some traction, which, to be honest, as we were producing it, I didn't know if anyone would watch it because it's in VR and that's a harder medium to get to people. So the fact that we've gotten to 1 million views just a couple years later is really special. And I like to say this particular piece has medicine in it. I've seen multiple people who've gone through the experience of watching this in VR come out with tears in their eyes because you're surrounded by a choir of youth singing to you with all the love of all that we experience together. And it's truly a beautiful experience. So if you get a chance, go take a look. And that was how we got started. So it was just a big experiment. And I remember when we premiered it in LA, this piece, and I was sitting back in the back of the room and watching these people just, again, coming out with tears in their eyes, saying how much it filled them with hope, it filled them with these emotions and these feelings that they were needing. I said, this is something. We're just getting started. And so it's true. We were just getting started. If you can go to the next slide, because we were fortunate enough to receive a grant that allowed us to continue the choir initiative. So I was able to call Playing for Change back and said, guess what? We have support to do more. And so the programs that you just met earlier today, those are all of our initial programs in this global choir project. We're even adding a few more. So it keeps growing and we're so grateful. I'll share a little bit about the journey of this. Actually, let's pause here before we go further. I want to hear from each of the programs. So in the order that we see it, so we'll start with Ubuntu, then Salam, then Instituto, and then Nepal, and then Soundspace. We're going to give them just a few minutes to talk about, aside from the choir, what they do every day throughout the year and how they're using music and how they're using the service of the community to make a difference in their part of the world. So why don't we start, I think I said in order, but I'm just going to shout them out. So why don't we start with Victor. Victor, are you there with your crew?
Yes,
see if we can
yes, we're here.
Wonderful, Victor.
Yes.
And I'm gonna actually maybe I'll share the screen. I'm gonna just pull up the website playingforchange.org because there's some really great content on playingforchange.org that I encourage everyone after this to go and explore on your own. Every program is featured there that Playing for Change supports, and but we don't always get the opportunity to hear directly from them. So Victor, please share a little bit about where you are, what you do every day, and we would love to hear more.
Yes, thank you so much, Michael. I'm really very excited to be part of this, the bigger family around the world, sharing music and connecting through music. My name's Victor Luonzi. I head the Salam Music Program. I work with amazing teachers like Teacher Eddie and Teacher Samuel over there, and here, very beautiful faces. Our choir, the mighty choir from Bidi Bidi. A very little background about Bidi Bidi is that Bidi Bidi is a refugee camp that was established in 2016.
Victor,
war
sorry to
happened
interrupt
in
you.
South Sudan in 2016, and people lost their lives, and refugees from South Sudan came to Bidi Bidi.
Sorry, Victor, I think we have a delay.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, but I can't see you personally. Can everyone, is his screen?
Can you hear me? Everyone, hello.
Yes, Sample. Yes, Michael, we can see him and hear him.
We can see
Okay,
him.
great. Okay, great. Then it's just me. Continue, please.
Nice. Yes. All right, thank you. Bidi Bidi refugee settlement was born in 2016 following the war that happened in South Sudan. And this settlement has received a lot of refugees, over 270,000 refugees from South Sudan. Most of it is 70% youth, and the rest are women and children, a few of the population of men who are the parents. So Salam Music Program came into existence in 2021 when it was given support by the Playing for Change Foundation. We are so grateful to Playing for Change Foundation. And this program started changing lives within the settlement here through music. As one of the factors, music being a tool to heal trauma, we thought it wise that why can't we engage, students? Why can't we engage kids? Why can't we engage the elderly into music? So we started doing vocal classes. We started doing
Victor, you're kind of breaking up a bit. Can you turn your camera off maybe and we'll be able to hear you better?
Guitar classes, amazing teacher here, Edmond, a guitar teacher and piano. We started doing traditional music involving the host community and the refugee community, especially the adults and the kids collaborating. Oh, yeah, sure. Let me do that. All right.
Keep speaking. I think this is better so we could hear you.
We started involving all groups of people, from kids to the youth and then to the adult disciplines like the piano classes, vocal classes, guitar classes. We also do studio recording and traditional instruments and dance. Great. Yeah, so as we see that life started changing around Bidibidi because there was a lot of challenge when it comes to emotional state of being because of the post-war trauma. People were committing suicide in Bidibidi. But then when communities started participating in music, it was communities starting in the army program, learning the piano, learning guitar, classic pop in music. And this also helped create social cohesion.
Did we lose him, Michael?
I thought you were going to be up here.
No.
You're watching yourself?
Yeah.
Why?
Miss Gwen's not home. She's in Pace University.
She's in who?
Pace University.
Howard, mute yourself, please.
Did something happen with him, Michael? Did he drop?
Hi.
Michael's muted.
Michael, you're muted. Can you?
Here, I'm gonna just share this video. Let me know if you can hear this.
We need peace. We need love, unity in our country, South Sudan.
The dream has come into life. As I'm saying now, we have post number of events, refugees coming together and they do their cultural exchange. We have number of activities here where the students come, they learn piano, they learn guitar. Also, they learn also computer lessons. And then through also this, we also engage them to learn entrepreneurship skills where we want them to develop enterprises for their innovations. And we also engage the community to learn agrofarming practice. We have our nursery vets, they learn permaculture. The project is working, and we have created a big impact in the settlements.
Right now, we are in the Bidibidi Music and Art Center, which was built by TO.org. And this center alone brings a lot of people, and it has helped improve our activities in terms of the infrastructure. We have a recording studio, there is a music classroom, we have a very large auditorium, and then we have a water collection point that stores water in 200,000 water tank that gives water within the center and also to the community. So it's all in one center, I would say. Bidibidi
Great. So hopefully you could hear and see that to give you a little taste of Bitty Bitty, since we're losing Victor a bit. Could you hear it and see it okay?
Yes.
Okay, great. So again, you can go to the website and click on Bitty Bitty and learn more about all the amazing stuff that's going on there. Truly inspiring group. Let's see if we can see Victor again, and then we'll move on to the next group. Are you still there?
Yes.
So I just want to highlight, we're producing this album right now. We'll talk more about it in a second, but I wanted to share a story of one of the songs on the album that actually got started in Bitty Bitty. Basically, I asked all of the kids, what change do you want to see in the world? And one of the students at Bitty Bitty came back the next day and said, I don't know about changing the world. That kind of overwhelms me, but I just want to write a song that will change someone's day and bring a smile to their face. And so he wrote this poem that said, a smile on your face brings light to the world. A smile on your face brings peace to your heart. Let's smile. And that song we just fell in love with. It brought tears to my eyes when I heard it. I said, that's a beautiful sentiment. And I think everyone on this call who has sung Smile Now in their own language can attest to the fact that the song works. We have all been smiling, and I can't wait to share it with you all once it's released. Maybe Victor, if the group is still there, can they sing just a little teeny bit of the very melody of a smile on your face? Can you give it to us just a little bit?
Yes.
Since we have the choir there.
Yeah, sure. All right, guys,
Just
are ready?
All right.
Go.
Uh-oh. Can you hear that?
A smile on your face brings peace to your heart.
A smile on your face brings light to the world.
A smile on your face brings peace to your heart. Let us smile, smile, smile. Let us smile, smile, smile. Let us smile.
Hey. Thank you for the beautiful smiles. We appreciate it, choir. So Smile is one of the tracks you'll hear from Bitty Bitty. They also wrote a beautiful song crying for peace for their country in South Sudan. It's called Rain on Me. And it's a really, really moving piece where they use a bit of Arabic, and it's a prayer. It's a bit of a prayer song for their people and crying for the peace of their people. And the choir did a beautiful job. Can't wait to share their video with you all soon. Okay, so we'll come back to you. We'll have some questions for the choir later on, but let's move to another part of the world. How about Instituto? Instituto, are you there?
Hello.
Hello.
Oi.
A galera, estamos com o microfone aberto agora. What would you like us to talk? Virginia has things that she can say about our program.
Absolutely. I'll just pull up the website here in a sec to show, but I can also show the intro video if that would be helpful. But why don't you just share a little bit about your program, and then we can go from there. Colby's translating for us.
Programa.
Okay. Posso falar antes, então depois ele mostra?
Sim. So she'll speak now, and later she'll ask for you to show the slides.
Difícil falar depois, né, desses programas e tanta coisa emocionante aqui para nós.
It's very difficult for her to speak right now after such emotional and impactful presentations right now.
Bom, o Playing for Change Instituto nasceu há 10 anos.
Institute of Playing for Change was born 10 years ago.
E nós não somos um instituto ou um programa profissional.
We are not a professional institution program.
Nós nascemos para ser acolhedor e acolher as crianças do meio onde estamos inseridos.
We were born to welcome our community and to welcome our students within our community.
Então, aprendemos a caminhar caminhando.
So we learn to walk, walking.
Nós também usamos a música, na verdade, é a nossa maior ferramenta de transformação para chegar na vida dessas crianças.
Music is our biggest tool in order to enter into the lives of our students.
Então, nós temos mais de 20 oficinas também, como a maioria dos programas devem ter.
We have more than 20 individual classes, which is pretty standard for most of the programs that
Teatro, canto, temos sapateado e
theater, music, tap dancing.
depois da pandemia temos muitas oficinas voltadas também para conscientização e para acolhimento psicológico das crianças.
So after the pandemic, we were able to open new classes of like consciousness and psychological, psychological
Das crianças.
Psychology classes to attend to mental health.
Então, a gente tem um grupo em Miami desse ano, no Impact Awards do Playing for Change Foundation.
So now we have more than 10 professional programs, such as our dance group that went to Miami this year at the Impact Awards in Miami.
Nós temos 3 clipes gravados e muita coisa que a gente faz aqui, mas realmente vem da vontade dos professores de ensinar.
We have 3 professional clips as well of some songs of ours that we've written, but really most of our change comes from the will of our teachers to want to make change.
E com a vinda do Michael, a gente conseguiu também, que foi um sonho que a gente sempre teve, começar uma caminhada profissional na área da dança e da prática em conjunto.
So it's part of our dream with Michael's coming here that we would like to have a way of being more professional with our work.
Então, nós temos os 3 professores aqui e o Kobe, que nos ajuda com isso.
So we have 3 teachers here, including me.
Então, através, acho que a gente pode falar do amor mesmo, que a gente consegue todas as conquistas que o Instituto consegue nesses 10 anos.
So with a lot of love, we're able to conquer and to realize all the change that we've been doing.
E através desses grupos, a gente tem o sapateado agora também, que é uma coisa muito inovadora dentro de uma comunidade. Não é uma oficina que tem dentro de favelas, né? É um projeto que também vem para fazer essa transformação no Instituto.
We also have a new group, a tap dancing group, that isn't just a class, inside of a favela, but it's actually a way of transforming lives and bringing social change through the means of tap dance.
Então, basicamente, o Instituto é formado de amor, de pessoas que amam o que fazem, e a gente vai assim virando uma família e acolhendo, e as coisas vão acontecendo. A gente tem várias apresentações.
So at Institute Playing for Change, we really work with a bunch of love and people wanting to work by love, and it's formed a big group of a family here.
E estamos aqui para transformar a vida dessas pessoas e fazerem essas crianças acreditarem que realmente elas podem ser quem elas quiserem, seja através da música, do sapateado, do esporte, e basicamente é essa a nossa história.
So we really believe that in this transformation that the kids can be who they want to be, whether it be through music, tap dancing, or through sports.
E a música Esperança, que nasceu nesse projeto, traduz muito do que a gente é aqui dentro.
So this project that is bringing hope really represents who we are at the core of who we are.
Porque somos feitos de esperança, né?
Because we are made by hope or through hope.
Obrigada.
Thank you.
Thank you. Always the inspirational words of Virginia. This woman is just a walking heart. She's wonderful to know, and I'm so glad that she's doing the work she's doing. She also was just a recipient of a Women Have Wings award for the work she's done out there in Brazil. So we're congratulating her for that, which received a grant so they can support their work. I'll just show a little bit of the website of Brazil. Let's see if it will work here. So you can check out more of what they do down in Curitiba. There we go. And I'll just show another little video.
We get it, we get it, we get it, we get it.
Temos como principal objetivo aqui transformar cidadãos, transformar as pessoas em pessoas livres, que pensem e que consigam fugir do sistema violento, do sistema opressivo que elas vivem em condição da situação financeira delas. Nosso desejo é que as crianças deste bairro transformem-se em melhores filhos para poderem ser melhores pais. E essa é a nossa ideia, tirar o exemplo da violência, tirar o hábito do castigo, inserir a arte, inserir o amor dentro da vida deles.
Me chamo Virgínia Martins, sou gestora do Instituto Playing for Change Brasil. O nosso instituto ele nasceu há quase 10 anos, temos oficinas de dança, percussão, teatro, arte em geral, e língua inglesa, fazemos inglês também para a vida deles. A música é o nosso maior e melhor meio de transporte. Mas o nosso pilar principal, eu creio que seja o acolhimento dessa criança, né? A gente percebe que é uma comunidade muito unida, né? De famílias, de crianças, de pais que vêm para cá, que confiam no nosso trabalho para deixar as crianças aqui e que aqui elas conseguem se desenvolver, não só nas oficinas de arte, de música, mas também individualmente e coletivamente, né? Então, as amizades, os vínculos que se criam aqui dentro são muito importantes e a gente vê o quanto fortalece e vai para fora daqui, o quanto eles podem contar uns com os outros e o quanto o Instituto ele é um apoio e um suporte para essas famílias, né? Então, nós não trabalhamos só com as oficinas, a gente também apoia essas famílias no que elas precisam, a gente conversa com as mães, com os pais, tem uma relação muito próxima e é uma grande rede de apoio.
E eu acho incrível a oportunidade que eles dão para as crianças aqui. É muita felicidade a gente conseguir os nossos filhos aqui.
E aqui aprendi muitas coisas, como respeito, dar valor às coisas, tipo, a crescer também. Continue apoiando, porque é um projeto muito lindo. É uma vibe muito boa mesmo, porque tem muitas pessoas boas aqui dentro. E aqui é um lugar que eu posso falar que foi um dos melhores lugares que eu posso já ter entrado. Vou levar na minha vida pro coração, para fora, para todo canto que for, é o Play for Change.
A round of applause for the amazing work in Curitiba. Obrigado, mis amores. So just to touch base real quick with the Brazil group, do you think you have it in you to sing a little bit of Smile in your language in Portuguese? Do we have enough singers in the space? I know we have a group, yeah?
Yes, we can do it for you.
Lead us in just a little so they can hear Smile from Uganda.
No rosto traz luz para todos, sorriso no rosto traz paz no coração. Sorriso no rosto traz luz para todos, sorriso no rosto traz paz no coração. Vamos sorrir, 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 vamos sorrir, sorrir. Sorrir, vamos sorrir.
Yeah. It's funny to hear it without all the percussion because there's so much percussion in Brazilian music that it's great to hear just your voices as well. The other song on the album from our lovely group in Curitiba is a beautiful song about hope. They have a song called Sempre Esperança, or Always Hope, that reminds us that there's always, always, always hope. It's a very uplifting and very fun song that I love dancing to in my own in my own home. So just get ready for a little dance yourself to remind yourself that there's always hope, even in the small moments throughout the day. So maybe give us a little bit of Sempre Esperança.
É para mandar essa esperança?
Caixa.
Nem tudo está perdido, há sempre esperança. Tudo está perdido,
há sempre esperança. Sempre, 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 sempre,
Always, always,
sempre,
always.
sempre, esperança.
Always hope.
Sempre,
Yay!
sempre, 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 esperança.
Yay! Thank you for that beautiful reminder, friends. Siempre esperanza. That's great. Okay, we'll come back to you for some questions in a little bit. Thank you for sharing, sending you guys all kinds of love. I'm going to bounce over to our Asian partners because it's getting pretty late over there. So before they fall asleep, let's hear from maybe from Soundspace. I believe they are in separate videos. So Vishala, who else is we have? Is Kamakshi in another screen?
Yes, I'm in another place.
Okay.
Find her. Is there a way to pin Kamakshi as well?
Yes, there should
I'm
be.
right here. Oh,
There she is.
Hi.
Yay!
Hi.
Hello,
Sorry,
namaste. Good to
we
see
are
you.
all ready for bed.
The fact that you're even hello, love. Oh, it's good to see your daughter. Okay, so yes, let's tell us if you can put words together at this hour. Thank you for being with us.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about Soundspace, and I'll just give some quick context. This is a great example of some of Playing for Change programs started with Playing for Change. Some have been in existence before we found them, and then we come along to just partner and to support in whatever way we can. Soundspace is an example of that. They've been around for, I think, over 10 years, right? Maybe even more. Tell us about it.
More, yeah. Okay, Kamakshi, and I'll take over. Okay. So, hello everyone, and thank you for listening. Our organization is all about bringing music to the children and people from the communities so that they have access to something that we think is an essential for everybody's lives, right? We have launched a wonderful program, which is a mobile music classroom that goes into different places in the city and works with the children. We do a lot of SEL work while we're doing music education with the children. And so they have that opportunity to really express themselves and really be who they are through their music. So just to take you a little bit into the detail of how the Soundspace on Wheels works. We've been very lucky to have been supported by Playing for Change, of course, and to have then met Michael, who has been like, I mean, we can't stop gushing over how amazing he is and how he just, I mean, it's not just us, our students, our teachers, everyone's just gushing on and on about when, and even our little daughter, everybody is just talking about when is Michael going to come back. She's actually made a song for Michael to come to her home right now as we were talking. So we're big fans of Michael and Playing for Change, but very quickly we'd like to tell you a little bit more about the Soundspace on Wheels. We basically have a mobile music classroom, and this classroom, which is in a bus, it goes into the different communities across the city. So at the moment, we are working with over 7 communities in the city, thanks to Playing for Change, of course. And we go into the community itself where the children are living in, I mean, I don't know how to put it, but very substandard kind of environments. And they come out onto the bus once a week, which is a beautiful, safe, comfortable environment. And they come in and they do music education. Music because that's what we know and that's how we know. I mean, it's the closest thing we know to therapy, I think. And I think it is. It is just an answer to, it gives you a smile on your face like we've seen with all the other programs as well. And also because we are able to do so much more with the social emotional learning of these children through the music that we teach. So even our teachers, they come from these communities. So we are able to give opportunities, jobs, and a lifestyle to the teachers as well. And the teachers are so compassionate and so fantastic. And then we train them, and they get onto the bus and they are able to work with the students beautifully. So this is just a little bit about what we do.
We also run multiple choirs across the city.
You sure do. And I've been so grateful to work with them. Here's a few images of the kids, the students in the sound space on wheels in the bus. I had the opportunity to visit a class. It was really a beautiful space, and how they literally just pull up to schools, pull up to these communities and provide this for the kids is incredibly special. And the kids singing is really lovely. Let me share a little short video with you, if it will load.
नाजुक से मोती हंस दे फिसल कर खो न जाए.
Hello, I'm Kamakshi and I'm Vishala, and we are the co-founders of the Sound Space. Today, we would like to talk about our pet project, the Sound Space on Wheels. As you have seen, it is a well-equipped music classroom that has been designed within a bus, which goes into the different underserved communities of our city. It encourages the children from that area to come onto the bus and have an experience that's not only a music classroom, but also a safe shared space. The children have been benefiting with this curriculum tremendously in multiple ways. So, not only do we focus, of course, on music, which is a big part of what we do, we also focus on social emotional learning. We focus on sharing and expression. And the songs that we choose also focus on developing their language and, of course, introducing them to different kinds of music as well. We have reached about 400 to 500 students across the communities. And of course, we're looking out to go to more communities in the city. We're so excited to have partnered with the Playing for Change Foundation. They have been so supportive. They have been so helpful with all the people they have connected us with, and of course, supporting the program to go into so many communities and to bring so many smiles on so many faces. We are really, really grateful to you. Thank you so much.
नाजुक से मोती हंस
Amazing example of leadership. Thank you, Vishala and Kamakshi. I look forward to seeing you next week. I get to go back and we're going to be finishing our Indian song for the album. So I'm very excited to finish that and share it with the world. Appreciate you all.
Thank you. We're very excited too. Thank you.
And thank you for staying up with us. Wonderful. So, yes, so I believe we'll move to Kishan because it's also very late. If Kishan is still awake.
Hey, hello.
Hi.
Hello, Kishan.
Hey, nice
Thanks.
to see you, all you guys, right now.
Yes, thanks for being with us, Kishan. I know you've had involvement in various different programs in Nepal, which there are 4 or 5 different programs, everyone, if not even more, depending on how you count them throughout Nepal. So Kishan, why don't you just speak a little bit about your role with Playing for Change and anything you want to share about Nepal programs?
Yeah, they came in 2005, I guess, with the crew to record when Roger Redley, the Playing for Change, the initiation of Playing for Change, and then they came to record the traditional music from Nepal, and then I was like 14 there, just running out like with the cameras. So that was the first time I got along with Playing for Change, and then it's been like what, like more than 20 years. Now there are like 5 different programs running with Playing for Change in Nepal, where in southern Nepal there are like 3 different programs where Udaipur is a region where 3 different programs are running, and in Kathmandu we have 3 different programs again, like we have 6. So thanks to Playing for Change that it is happening, that I have an art space here where I give like free music lessons. We just started since March, and it's been not long, but we have 8 teachers here teaching traditional instruments. And to be honest, it's like 6 different programs running in Nepal, which is a lot. And I'm so blessed to be part of it, like since the beginning. And thanks to Michael that we are participating with this choir. And I don't know how to express, like he's been here twice, and I think like Nepal is a space where we express music with emotions in a I mean, we have different instruments too, like traditional, but we have different regions where we have different languages very near to every, like every province has a different language. So every cultures, and then we express in a different way. And Michael saw that, and then I'm very blessed that he chose Nepal to, like we are very blessed to have participated in this very journey.
And I am blessed as well. Is it with you, brother? Like Kishan said, there's 6 different programs in Nepal, so it's an example of playing for change and relationship building. So some of those relationships go 20 years back, as he was saying, and so these programs have quite a bit of development, studio spaces, and kids who are now older, like Kishan being an example, right? He met them as a teenager, and now Kishan is starting his own art center. And I was there last year visiting Kishan. We were just had a very full day of production. And I remember him telling me this dream of how he wanted to create his own space for kids. And I think we cried or something at that point together. I did at least. And because I felt it was going to happen. And a year later, he already has his space, and he's designing it in this very special way to create a space of love for these kids to come and feel supported. So there's this through line, no matter where these programs are in their journey, whether they're 20 years old or a year old, that they're full of really incredible people that are wanting to make this world a better place, and to use the arts, and to use music, and to use education and service to really invest in our future and invest in our present, which are the children. So Kishan, it's an honor to have you with us. Kishan traveled throughout Nepal with me to be a translator, as well as he's an incredible musician himself, which is what's really special, is Playing Change is just full of incredible people and incredible musicians.
I wanted to add, because like Udaipur is the space where we have the music program. They don't have the access of internet. To be honest, it's just a river and just a village in the middle. And then the lights are not frequently on there. And we had our like the guy who runs the 3 different music programs in the rural part, and he's not here because like that part of the space in the southern Nepal is very difficult with internet, with light. To be honest, like there are no lights. So, and again, thank you so much. Like I'm blessed to be the part of the program right now, and then blessed to be among you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Kishan. We're blessed to have you with us.
Thank
So
you.
stick around if you can. We're going to have some questions from the audience here soon for all of our folks. But yes, he was mentioning a man named Shyam who started a school in his area in the village of Nepal, and it's become one of the top schools in the nation. And they focus on gender equality and giving young girls an opportunity for education that they didn't have just years ago. And there's a women's group called the Mother Society that's doing education for gender equality in their village. So again, an example of music, but also social change and social impact happening. Really inspiring from Nepal. Thank you. All right, so I think we have one more group, and then we're going to open up. I'll just tell you a little bit of what to expect with the choir album coming out, and then we'll open up for some time for you all to ask any questions of our participants today. So have some questions ready if you like. But let's hear from one more group. If Robert is still with us in Kigali. Robert, I know you were having some connection issues. Are you still here? Oh, that's another Robert. That's my father. Hi, Robert. Good to see you, Dad. Is Robert from Kigali here?
Would it be under the Kigali name?
Let me see if I can find him.
Typed in Robert, or is he
or
Rob?
Ubuntu maybe?
Okay, let me see that.
He may have
Robert
he
or
may have
Ubuntu. If
gone.
you're there, can you speak? If you're there with us, can you say something?
Can also raise his hand.
Yes. Robert, if you're here with us, can you speak or raise your hand? Ubuntu.
They may have lost connection. He messaged me earlier saying it's kind of coming in and out. So I'll just show briefly. You can check out more information. Incredible program happening in Kigali in Rwanda. They have traditional dance as well as traditional music. Some of their dancing is just incredible to see and to experience, and a wonderful choir. So please check them out. And you're going to get a chance to see them as well when the album comes out. So I'll go ahead and let's go back to the slide show if we can. And I'll just present a little bit more about the choir, what to expect, and then we can open up for some questions of all of our friends who are in the audience. So I wanted to just give you an opportunity to hear from the programs directly, because I've had the amazing experience of getting to know them personally, and they are incredible people doing incredible things. That is, I think, an inspiration in and of itself. So much better that you hear from them. Go ahead and go to the next slide. So all of these groups, as well as a few others, have been a part for the last year and a half, almost 2 years now, of creating an album. So I went on initial trips where we would gather in circles, and we used a collaborative approach, an improvisational approach to writing songs. You can go to the next slide. And we would improvise together, we create melodies together, but we'd also talk about what they wanted to see changed in the world. Go ahead into the next slide, if you would. So each was prompted with the question, what change do you want to see in the world? We're voices for change. We're singing for change. So what message do we want to give to the world? And that created some rich conversations. And out of those conversations and poetry and creative journey that we went on with this question was born a song. And you can go to the next slide. Each of those songs, it went from one song. Oh, this is a little, I think, clip of a rehearsal of Smile, which we heard a little bit of tonight. Go ahead and push the next. So an example of the song being born. Oh, and that was going to be a clip in Brazil, but okay, I think.
I'm going to go back. I'm sorry, Michael. You there, Michael? Michael? It seems Michael got bumped again.
Maybe we want to go ahead with asking questions
Yes,
of the
let's do that.
choir.
And we could also gather questions in the chat for when he comes back, if there's people.
Sure, let's do that. Let me spotlight some of the organizations that were with us. If you were with Michael, could you raise your hand if you're one of the organizations that was with Michael? Thank you so much. All right. Unfortunately, Michael got bumped really quickly. So we're going to be taking some questions and answers from the audience. If anyone would like to raise their hand or write their question in the chat, and any one of the panelists, Instituto, Vishal, Robert, Victor, you guys can answer the questions. We can use the raise your hand function at the bottom of the screen. And we have one question from Sinisa. How are you doing, Sinisa? You can unmute yourself.
Yeah. Hi. Wow. I have opportunity to share, in the name of all of us watching. This was so great and, so joyful and uniting. Microcosmos is united in a big cosmos. So let me start. Like, I don't know. It's hard to choose which to ask, but let's say maybe for India, because I believe that there is a lot of issues that you have to overcome while doing what you're doing. So can you remember something that was so maybe not share the most beautiful event, but maybe the problem that you have, what the faces the issue, like coming through the parts of the city, or maybe being in a not so easy situation. I don't know, maybe something didn't like that you're doing, but somehow you overcome it and it turns at the end like, wow, this was worth of it. Or did you have some problem when organizing a lot of children, they have different ideas, views, and then wow, all this process of issues, problems turning into great solutions. Maybe can you share something of that, if you can, or somebody else, if you don't have something in mind?
Happy to share. I think the biggest problem for us was we had the time and we had the will to run classes for these children, and we said, music should be a part of everybody's life. But we had a lot of trouble because when we'd go into the communities to teach, often we would find that they didn't have the place, or they didn't have the scope to have us, or they had something else happening in their community halls. And then when we'd ask them to come to us, they would find it difficult to do that because their parents were working. They couldn't reach us, on their own. So we went through a few months of, nothing's working, and there's no way to get them to come to us, even though we want to give them so much, which is where the idea of the bus came up, actually, because we said, you know what, we're not going to give them a chance to say no at all. I mean, they cannot say no to us. We're going to be outside their door. We're going to be there every week, and they have no option. So I think that is one example of overcoming a problem we faced.
Wow, so great to hear. I just have to share that in the villages where I'm from, is was ex-Yugoslavia. My mother used to there was a bus with the library books. They didn't have the books in their school. It was a village, and the bus was coming each day, different village, bringing you enter the bus, you order the books, and it's next day. And years later, I see that bus parked in front of the library there. Still memories bringing. So it's great what you're doing there. Great, the green space inside, everything. So wonderful. It brings a really small sun going through the dark of the streets.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thanks.
Gary.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. My question is partly, I don't know if it's possible in the spaces where you have some of your young people with you, if they can help answer this question, but I may be combining my question with the one Jan Wooten asked in the chat, but what has it been like, if you can say, to participate in something with people from all over the world. What has it been like to have the experience of creating music with people not just in your own community, but across the globe? I can't tell if my question was heard in those rooms or just yes. Okay.
I think so. Maybe maybe let's ask Victor and the group, the choir in Bitty Bitty, because you started a song that then was taken around the world and became a collaboration for everyone. What was that like for you?
Yeah, I'll answer that, and then a few of my students would also answer as well. For us, in Bidi Bidi, which is the largest refugee settlement in Africa, initially we felt so remote. We felt like, being in a community which is like forgotten. But then now being part of, the global family through Voices of Change, we have felt that our voices have been heard. We have felt that even the youngest of our students can have a say in whatever music they write, like, sending out smiles to the world setting the world to smiles, and then, speaking about peace. Let it rain on me, rain of love, rain of peace, sending, words of peace straight to their government, like in South Sudan. So I feel this created a very big platform for us to, to speak to the world and to tell the world that actually the forgotten people, the lost voices have something great to communicate.
Great.
Do any of the young people any of your students want to share anything? That's beautiful. Thank you, Victor.
Yeah, Anthony's here.
Yeah,
You
my
might have
name
to
is
step
Anthony.
forward to the microphone.
Yeah, you come.
Okay, my name is Anthony. A choir of Salam Music Program here in Bidibidi Refugee Settlement. And what I have gained and what I have put in Voices of Change, so is that I am able to express my talent, and also I am able to see my friends that are in other countries, like the Quiet Mans. I'm black, but I'm seeing Quiet Mans right now. I'm connected to them. I know I have my friends somewhere now in Germany and other places. So thank you. Thank you for your support.
Nice.
Thank you.
Is there anyone who wants to say anything?
Okay, Martha.
Yes, I am Marta from Peru, and I'm very, very happy. It's more than a question, it's a comment. And I think you have chosen the most wonderful thing, because music is the language of the heart, and the music brings movement. But I would like to emphasize something. I see young people. I work strongly around the world with the little ones from, 3 to 7 years of age. And I am, at this moment, I am 80 years old. All my life, I have worked with the small children, and I feel that always I tend to hear the word teach, because we adults tend to hold a power without even noticing. But when we listen the voices of children, it's the world changed totally. And I was wondering, this beautiful song on peace, I imagine might have been a creation of the youngest. The teenagers, sort of say. But, I was wondering if you just playfully ask the little one. And also, I am very impressed here because we are Africa connected. Brazil have ancestors from Africa. The ancestors come from Angola. and you are South Sudan and Uganda. I wonder this also connection. How will it be when you connect children whose ancestors in a way come? Because I have my own theory working with children all over the world. You know, in Africa, the women carry the babies in the hips. And you know, African women have very big hips. So you can imagine if you are a little baby, you are already dancing when your mom is taking you in the hips. So music is already there, accompanied by movement. So this is so beautiful. You just have to capture on something that is already part of your gorgeous history. So next time I would like you to join because we are proposing the world. Let's listen more voices of children and you will see how the children can change you, adults, and you will realize it's a very, very strong new paradigms to hear about children. So today I'm full of joy. My inner child is so happy because I heard all this. Thank you very, very much. Greetings to all of you.
Thank you so much, Martha. We have time for one more question. Alejandro. You're on mute, Alejandro.
Hi, I'm Alejandro from Mexico. In advance, sorry for my really bad English. I really wanted to ask you, to all of you, how it's make a professionalization of their craft with different resources. We hear a teacher who says um, not even light or the accessibility to some resources are difficult. Here in Mexico, it's the same, but I think in a romanticization of all of the art, we think that we don't need that much resources, but we really need them, especially in music. Instruments are really expensive, classes, classrooms. So how in you in their countries make them possible by professionalization? How, because you have programs, so these children grow up to be a professionals, or at least have a sensibility, even the capacity to teach others how the music transform lives. How do you manage that kind of learning?
Anyone trying to answer? Some of them are on mute. So you can unmute yourself if you would like to answer.
I'm happy to take that if no one else is taking it.
Sure.
Go for it, Vishala.
Okay. That's a great question, Alejandro, because we do talk about how does this become a life, if are they going to make money at the end of this? I mean, I understand your question completely. But at our stage and the numbers that we work with, and I speak primarily for India, but I'm guessing it's similar for all the programs across the world, is that we're looking at big numbers. And so the idea is not really to make professionals out of these students, but to give them music as an emotional like a friend, right? However, that being said, as Kamakshi had mentioned earlier, we do run a choir program, and the choir program specifically, and again I speak for India, is for children who are specifically interested in music and want to take music further, right? And then so one of my students, in fact, has become a teacher with the sound space now. So it can happen, it does happen. And of course, when people like Michael and the Playing for Change foundation comes in and they get these opportunities to be seen and heard across the world, you don't know where that can lead and who can spot you and who can spot your talent and pick you up from there. So So I think the scope is very large, and the best we can do is we can keep looking for platforms for these students. And of course, as far as we are concerned, as many teachers as we can make out of our students, because that's what we can bring to the table, we would love to keep doing that.
Thank you so much. So much.
Beautifully put.
I would like to compliment what Vishala was saying as well.
Permissão. Desculpa, eu não lembro o nome da pessoa.
I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the person that asked the question.
Mas eu acredito que quem trabalha com projeto social
But I believe that who works with social work
ama muito o que faz, e aí que está a diferença. É a pessoa que está à frente de tudo isso.
loves a lot of what they do, and so it comes down to the person who is behind that type of work.
Porque as pessoas que vivem vulnerabilidade, o maior e sempre vai ser, o maior problema vai ser a falta de recurso.
For anyone who works with a vulnerable community, one of the biggest problems always is going to be the lack of resources.
Nós, trabalhando em comunidade, aqui no Brasil chama-se terceiro setor.
We work here in Brazil, what we call the third sector.
A gente trabalha muito e as pessoas trabalham sem medir esforços. Não posso nem dizer que seja só uma profissão, porque a gente trabalha para além do horário, dos portões, da nossa vida mesmo.
So our work, we work a whole lot. Who works in this sector works on top of just a normal 9 to 5.
Então, acredito eu e todos os gestores que o recurso nunca vai ser suficiente, que sempre vai ter muita demanda. E quanto mais a gente ajuda, mais pessoas vêm para a gente ajudar.
So there will always be a demand for resources because there's always a high demand, and with the most amount of demand, with a higher demand, there's a higher participation of people wanting to help.
É improvisar, ir em frente e conseguir bons parceiros durante a caminhada.
So it's about improvising and just going forward and hoping for people to come along the journey with you.
Thank you so much for that. And let's give Playing for Change, Michael, if you want to say something to cap us off.
Maybe.
Anything you want to say, Michael, to kind of cap us off, or we're okay. I'd like to thank everyone. Let's give everyone a big Zoom round of applause. Let's give Playing for Change
I think my internet's a little bit spotty, but if you could just highlight Robert as well as Keyshawn Desire. I love, can you hear me okay?
Oh, yes.
Yes, great. Keyshawn, and then I think Robert, if he's here as well.
Yes, Robert, if
from
you start your camera.
I love what was just said as far as asking questions, you know, and this idea of being seen and heard and valued and listening to children. The album for Voices for Change will be coming out in April of next year, so stay tuned. Share it with love around the world. It'll be premiered at the Playing for Change Gala in Miami in April. And you, by listening to that album, to me, you are listening to children, to youth, and they have some really amazing things to say with this album. So we hope you'll listen with love and you'll share it. But also, I just wanted to take a moment for you to see all these incredible humans. This journey of traveling and meeting them has inspired me with the hope that is in the world. We read the news all the time of all of the horrors and wars and everything that we're living as humans. But right here, you're seeing people who are working every day to make this world a better place. And so by just seeing them today and being here to listen, I think that is a part of strengthening our light as we shine it in the world and strengthening theirs. So thank you for being here with us. And also, if you're so inspired to support them, you can do so by donating at playingforchange.org. If you're interested in supporting the choir specifically, if you just type in playingforchange.org/choir. We just got a $100,000 matching gift, so your gift is doubled if you give right now. So we appreciate you being here. If you're so inspired to give that way, you can also just share the album and listen to it. That helps us to get the word out and help their music to get out so that they feel seen, heard, and valued, and that people can truly receive these messages they've created through music. So thanks for being with us here. Thank you, Voices for Change, for spending time with us with all of our tech needs. We're sending love. Everyone here, we're sending you love.
Lots of love.
And we'll see you soon.
Thank you so much. And let's give a final Zoom round of applause to Michael Sample, producer and artist director of Voices for Change, Salam Program, Bidi Bidi Refugee Settlement, Uganda, Ubuntu Program, Kigali, Rwanda, Instituto Program in Kirkbala, Brazil, Soundspace Program in Mumbai, India, and Nepal Program, and Kathmandu, Nepal. Once again, let's give them a final Zoom round of applause. Thank you so much for everything you've given today, Michael, and the rest of the group. Woo, that was amazing. I don't know about everyone else, but I am galvanized to pick up an instrument, to start singing, rapping, creating songs with all my friends all around the world. So thank you so much for the inspiration. Before we end off, we're going to do something a little new this year at Performing the World. I'm sure between the opening session and Voices of Change, you have a lot on your mind, a lot on your heart, and you may want to express it. So what we're going to do is we're going to open up a whiteboard, which everyone on Zoom is going to have a feature, is going to have access to, and you could draw, you could write, you could type just what you thought, emotions, words, feelings. Just get real messy. This is Performing the World, meandering in the mess, so this is going to get a bit messy. On the left side of the panel, you have text for T, you have shapes, you could draw, you could write, you could put post-its, but let's just write, let's draw. Let's add things. It's gonna get a little messy. We're gonna take the 2 to 3 minutes just to do that.
Yes.
Connecting to music. A lot of scribbling in there. Learning to walk, walking. Music is human. Keep going. Oh, we got a lot over here. I love the drawing, the scribbling, the scrabbling, the words, the emojis. We're going to just do this for about 1 more minute. All right, I think we are good. Thank you so much for adding on to this. And this will be available for everyone at the end. We're going to create something out of all of these. So over the next 4 days, at the end of each session, we'll have a brand new page and a brand new opportunity to express yourself. Give me 1 second here. Once again, round of applause to Voices for Change, creating a global choir for social impact. Coming up next at 1 p.m. Eastern Time is Filling the Gap, Equipping in School and After School Arts Programs in South Africa. That is at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That is our next session. So we will see everyone then. Thank you so much for being a part of Voices for Change, and we'll see you in a little bit.